Hi friends! Well, I'm getting ready to set off on another little adventure. This time I'm headed over to the UK where, as usual, I'm hoping to ride the length of the country. Seems to be my jam so far, fingers crossed. I'm hoping to do one of the LEJOG routes, LEJOG being Land's End in the very bottom tip of Cornwall, England, to John O'Groats in the very northern tip of Scotland. And apparently there's lots of ways to do this. There's the Great British Divide, which is beautiful trail, off-road, scenic riding. There's the Sustrans route, which follows a lot of the UK's cycleways. And there are lots of road rides that go kind of for the fastest point between A and B and everything in between. I really haven't figured out what I'm going to be doing yet. I think I'll end up figuring it out as I go. Similar to the Pacific Coast route that I did, and I picked largely because I had a long planned girls' holiday right in the middle of the timing that I wanted to do that ride. And so it just worked out that I could ride from Vancouver, stop for the girls' holiday, and then keep going down to the border of Mexico. This time I have other reasons to be in London, and so I figured let me just bring my bike with me and make an adventure out of it. So that is what I'm hoping to do. It's all feeling a bit last minute, and I'm shockingly not stressed for how last minute this is. It's already Thursday night here and I leave on Saturday. And it's just been such a busy few weeks of life and work since I got back from the Pacific Coast route that it really wasn't until this week that I had time to start getting my stuff together. And unfortunately, I caught a bit of a bug at the start of this week and was just so depleted and did not have the energy or the health to just do anything until today. So today is when I'm hoping to get it together, start packing, start getting organized so that I can be on my way in 2 days. So yeah, that's what's happening. I will go ahead and start packing now and take it from there. Okay, I've got most everything sorted and ready to get into the bike bag. So before I start doing that, I'll just show you what I've got. So first we've got my clothing pile over here. I've got my cycling gear. So I've got 2 pairs of cycling shorts, 2 long sleeve merino shirts, and a lot of cold weather gear that I didn't bring with me on the LA route. So I did have my rain jacket with me, but now I'm gonna take this really thick windproof kind of winter top. And over here, I've also got some more cold and wet weather gear. These are new. These are little booties and gloves that are waterproof that I can put over my shoes and wear when it's just really, really rainy all day long. And then I've got a hat, I've got my leg warmers, and I've got stuff for my face and neck, and my rain pants just in case. And then over here, I've just got underwear, socks, and the stuff I might want to wear at night, shorts and long johns and warm clothing. So yeah, that's my clothes. I also got a new pair of cycling shoes. I'm not sure it's a good idea to break them in on this ride, but I think that's what's going to be happening. So I just was really nervous riding around with my old shoes, which are over here. I've been riding in them the last couple weeks, and every time it's rained, my feet get wet, and this is going to be a really rainy ride. So I love these shoes so much, and I think they're going to get to stay home this time. And then over here, we've just got all my camping stuff. So we've got my tent and my mattress, and this time I'm taking a little stove and a pot and all the things I'm going to need for making some warm food to eat when I'm camping. And then up here, just my little bundle of electronics. Those are all my dry bags that I'm going to be using to smush everything down shortly. And the bike, I've just gotten my frame bag back on, which still has a lot of stuff in it from the last ride. So it's got my first aid and extra tubes, and down here, I've got my bike first aid, all my bike repair stuff, all ready to go. And yeah, and I've just put all the gear on to be able to get my bike bags in there once I put everything in the bags. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and start getting everything in those dry bags now and have a little test run tomorrow out into town to get another final couple of things and figure out my bike box and how I'm getting to the airport this time. More soon. Okay, well, progress has been made, and most everything I'm taking with me is now on the bike, in a bike bag, with a few lingering items in front of me that I'm debating where they will go. So first, behind me, as usual, my seat bag's got my clothing. My frame bag's got my heavy stuff. So it's got bike first aid, human first aid, bike cleaning stuff, tent poles, electronics, and it will have toiletries. I have not yet packed toiletries. And then the front bag up here has most of my camping gear. It's got my sleeping bag, mattress, and tent, some more wet weather gear, my rain pants, just to smush things up. What it does not yet have is in front of me. I did not yet pack my camping pot, my stove and mug. This is the little stove. Of course, I'll have to get fuel in the UK because you can't travel with it on a flight. So yeah, some lingering specific questions, but it feels manageable. Well, hello from just in front of Benny's Bike Shop. I have just come into the city. It's now Friday afternoon. I leave tomorrow. And just gonna get some final little bits and pieces sorted with my front bag and my top bag, and figure out when and how I'm getting my bike boxed. I just sorted a bike box down at another bike shop in central Auckland, Cycles. They're awesome. And yeah, and then I'll be on my way. So, that was quite an effort. I think partly because my bike's fully loaded for the first time in a few weeks, and partly because I'm still recovering from my cold. But man, I really hope my lung capacity increases quickly on this ride, or it's going to be quite painful. All right, here we go. Well, it's been a few hours and I am back home, but without my bike. I left my bike at Benny's Bike Shop and took public transit home. And I'll be heading back over in the morning with a suitcase full of things that I don't plan on taking on the bike trip, but that I want with me in London. And we'll be boxing everything up. I managed to get a bike box, and we'll be on my way. So I think the next time you see me, I will be on my way to the airport, hopefully. This is so crazy. All right, more later. Just kidding. Well, as you can see, I am still at home, or more accurately, I am back at home about 48 hours later with all my things behind me, my suitcase and my bags and my bike and my bike bags, all ready to go. And we still will be going to London and to ride up the length of the UK, hopefully. But the thing I was going to do in London got postponed by a week. And so while I was on the way to the airport and I found this out, I called the airlines and postponed my flight by a week, which I'm really grateful to have been able to do for not a lot of money. The beautiful thing about bike packing and just making plans as you go is you just get used to that in kind of all aspects of life. So I do appreciate being able to just change plans. I'm still looking forward to going to London and then doing this ride. And I'm also really grateful to have a few more days at home just to sort myself out, because I was getting everything together very last minute, and with more time, I would have ordered some like winter cycling leggings, because I think I'm going to be riding into Scotland in the middle of October, and it's going to be quite cold. So this extra time gives me time to sort that out here instead of trying to figure that out in the UK. And that's really nice. All right, I'm going to put the bike back together and put some of my stuff away. It's all a bit of a faff because I have a house sitter coming and I'd cleared the house. I just wish that I hadn't put all my things away because now I want them out again. So I'm going to get to that and go get ready to enjoy some extra time at home before I take off on this next adventure. All right, more later. Well, it's been a week. My bike is once again fully loaded, and I am now heading back into town, deja vu, to bring my bike to Benny's to pack it up for my rescheduled flight to the UK. Whew, here we go. It's a stormy day today, so I've got quite a good little test ride in front of me. Here's the bike all locked and loaded, ready to go. Well, made it to the ferry and headed over to Benny's now. And oh man, that was painful. I had a little spill yesterday when I was out for a run, and I did a number on my right palm. So it's the one that's holding up this phone, so I'm not going to show it. But oh God, that was just right where, like, it was really hard to avoid putting any pressure on it. So hopefully that heals by the time I'm in the UK and doing much longer rides. But ouch, 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 ouch. All right, well, the bike is packed and ready to go, and I'm just heading back home to do the rest of my packing or repacking for the rest of my non-biking journey ahead. And I'm feeling so, so grateful. Benny very kindly let me borrow a bike suitcase, which is actually something I've been wanting to get but have been unsure about the sizing. Anyway, it was really good to learn how to do that and to know I can definitely get one of those for my bike. In the meantime, just feeling really, really grateful because that's going to be so much more convenient to have when I get to London and I'm traveling on the tube, like the public transport there and everything. So, yay! All right, well, I'm going to get back to the ferry and back home to pack. More soon. Well, I made it to the airport in one piece, and I'm feeling so grateful to Benny from Benny's Bike Shop, who helped me pack up the bike and is letting me borrow this amazing bike suitcase that I'm gonna go ahead and get one of when I return. I feel like I am moving house. I have so much stuff, but it's because I'm going both for the bike ride and for a few other things that I'll be doing while I'm on the other side of the world. So got a lot of stuff with me. So I better get going and check in. I'm so excited. And as usual, a little nervous. And I hope it all goes okay. And I remember how to put my bike together. All right, more later.